This is the MK battery grip and including the remote for the Sony A6500. They make this battery grip for other models of the Sony camera, but in this video we're going to look at the Sony A6500. Here we have the cable that connects from the camera to the battery grip. Next I pull out the battery grip itself. The battery grip feels like it's made well, and it also has rubber added to the grip at the bottom for when you turn in the camera to take a picture. It has a 1/4 inch thread at the bottom, allowing you to mount this to a tripod. And here you can see the 1/4 inch thread which will screw into our camera. To open the battery cartridge, you lift up the tab, twist and pull, and simply shut, twist and close it. Now I pull out the dummy battery which will go into our camera, which basically allow us to connect from the camera to the battery grip. Here you can see where the dummy battery sits into the battery grip. Now we're going to take a look at the remote. The remote will take AAA batteries, or you can actually use the cable plugging into the top of the remote without actually using the batteries if you'd like to. But we'll get to that bit in a second. In the box also comes instructions. You can pause the video to watch any of these sections or keep watching. Then we'll have a look at putting this all together, testing it out and also using the remote. Here I've got my Sony A6500 we're going to use to mount to the battery grip. But first we'll need to remove the battery that's in the camera and add the dummy battery in its place. Now when closing, you're going to pull out the way this little rubber tab, allowing the pins of the dummy battery to stick out from the camera, which will be what connects to the battery grip as we screw the battery grip 1/4 inch thread into the camera. You simply twist to tighten. This will close the gap between the camera and the battery grip and securing it in place, and that is all you need. Now this is done up as far as it will go. We're all good and ready to add the batteries. Pull this little tab up and twist it, and then you can slide the cartridge out. Here you can see battery 1 and battery 2. When you have the camera on, it will be using battery 1 first and then move on to battery 2. The percentage you see on the camera itself will be showing battery 1 all the way down to 0, and then it will switch to battery 2, going back up to 100 or whatever percentage the second battery is actually on. Now I'm going to turn the camera on, and you'll see that the battery symbol is showing 79%, which is actually just showing battery 1. As I said, that will go down to 0, and then it will show battery 2 at 100% again, or whatever the percentage is on. As you can see, this bulks up the camera. It's obviously going to give you double the battery life, and for me it gives me a better holding position onto the camera as I have bigger hands and my little finger tends to sit under the camera without this battery grip, so I prefer this massively. To me the camera is much more comfortable with a battery grip. Now we're going to add the cable included, which is what we need to be able to use the button on the battery grip as well as the remote, which we will show you all the different ways we can use the remote. As the cable is only short, it doesn't get in the way, it's tucked in quite nicely. And now as long as we have the little switch on the battery switched to on, we're able to take photos using the button on the battery grip. Now there was no batteries included, but these are AAA batteries. Or another way of using the remote is if you just unplug this cable, you can plug this into the top end of the remote, and you can then take photos by holding down the button on the left. If you press it once it will focus, if you hold it down it will take a picture. Now we'll plug this cable back in, and we'll show you that if you have this turned off you can't take a picture, so you need this switched on to be able to take a picture with a battery grip. Now we're going to add our AAA batteries and have a look at the remote. I like how easy this remote is to use, there's not much to it at all. My camera has the Bluetooth turned off and the camera is in plane mode to save me battery. So all you need to do is simply turn the camera on, and whilst it's turning on just press down the button and it will literally be taking photos for you. Simple as that. You just need to make sure that you have the cable connected from the camera to the battery grip for this remote to work, and the switch on the battery needs to be switched to on. If I unplug the cable the remote will not work, and if I plug this cable back in you'll see it works, but if I switch the switch off on the battery grip then the remote will not work, so you have to have this turned on. Now we can use the remote again. So whenever I'm looking to use a Sony camera I will be adding a battery grip every time, as it's more comfortable Gives the camera a little bit more weight so you're a bit more stable with your shots. And if you're looking to take a photo without jogging the camera and making a blurry photo, the remote's great for this. And this battery grip and the light on top also allows me to have the camera stand by itself without falling over with this 18-105 lens as I place it down on the table. I'll leave links and information in the description below. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more, it'll be much appreciated. Welcome to the channel and I will see you in the next one. And remember to check out some of my other camera equipment.